Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back here with another episode of Demboyz DIY. And now that we're done the landscaping, we thought we'd add some accent lighting around for the practicality of having lighted paths, and it also adds a nice atmosphere at night. Now for the main feature, we are lighting our walkout basement. So the deck underneath, we decided to go with LED string lights we got off Amazon. These are wired lights, so not like the rest of our lights, which are mainly solar powered. We wanted to get ones that were shatterproof and waterproof, so when we have strong winds or it's raining, it'll be okay. So the way we installed it were with these metal hooks here. These are screw hooks. Basically, you just screw it into the wooden deck, and then on the string lights, they have these holes where you can hook them onto. So you can, if you want to, drill pilot holes, or you could just screw them in by hand. They do grip pretty nice and they screw in pretty easily. When installing these, you want to make sure that the space between the lights and the hooks are taut. So the first one you want to install with the first hook and then kind of pull it to the second hook and mark it. You want to make sure it's taut because that gets rid of the lag in between the lights and hides it nice behind the siding of the lower deck. And then just repeat this step until you get to the end of the LED light strings. We decided to go with 2 light strings. The cool thing about these lights is at the end of the light strings has a connector you can plug another light string into. So this comes in handy if you want to extend the length of the string. So if you don't have enough length of one light string to cover what you wanted to cover, you can extend it. In this case, our deck, we had to use 2 string lights and that didn't even cover it all, but we were okay with where it ended. So we simply just lined the inside of the deck with the string lights. That way from the outside, it looks like it's covered and there's no exposed wires from the outside looking in. Depending on how you're doing it, you will want to use a ladder, but we didn't have a ladder at the moment, just a step stool. So here it is, finished and installed. And as you can see, it adds a very elegant but not too intrusive look. So when you're throwing a party or you need some light to go into the backyard at night, this will suit all your needs. And since these are wired plug-in lights, I wanted a way to make it smart so I can control it with the Google ecosystem. So I got this smart plug from Globe. And again, I got it off Amazon and it was relatively cheap. It has 2 ports and works with Alexa and the Google Assistant. So this is great because I have a bunch of Google Minis and my Google Nest Hub upstairs, and I can turn on the lights just by saying, turn on porch lights.
Got it. Turning on the porch lights.
Nice and simple with just voice commands. I don't even have to open up my phone. As I said, the rest of my lights are solar powered, so we have one light for our peach tree that is in the back, and it's mainly solar powered and it's not too bright. It does light up the tree, but it's not too noticeable. And then for our driveway, we have spiked solar lights. This is great because we don't have to maintain it that much and we don't have to change out the batteries or set up any kind of wiring system to power them. They just charge out the sun and turn on automatically when it gets too dark. The only downside is that if it doesn't get enough light, so say it's a cloudy day or in the winter when there's not that much sunlight, these will not turn on and will just be sitting there. I still do have to light the side stairs going down to our backyard. I was thinking of adding lanterns on the mulch and actually some post lights that looked pretty nice to us. Again, all solar powered. As well, I wanted to light the top side of our deck since we can use the other port of the smart plug. So we were just thinking about getting another wired string light. So that was it for the landscape lighting. Again, I will add more lights in the future. For the practicality of not having to turn on the lights and the easeability of walking in the dark around my house at night. But then again, I will add lights sparingly because I find if I add too many lights, it can get cluttered and it can just look like a mess. And I do want it to look elegant, yet useful and practical at the same time. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell notification for updates.